Now get free installation on all Stainmaster carpet.
Nice. My husband's going to love this one.
Never stop improving.
When discussing the new health care law, which has now paralyzed the government, both sides of the political arena claim to be trying to protect those who can't afford health insurance. But there's no debate that those with money tend to get better medical care, even when talking about life-threatening diseases. That's what spurred one wealthy breast cancer survivor into action. As my Nightline co-anchor Cynthia McFadden reports, she invested in a dedicated doctor and a cause to save others far less fortunate.
Dee Ricks was only 38 when she found out she had stage 2 breast cancer. The divorced mother of 2 young sons, she had pulled herself out of poverty and made a fortune on Wall Street.
How did you make the decision to have a double mastectomy?
I was told my chances are better by having a double mastectomy. I'm like, you do the most radical treatment possible. I want to be around for my boys.
As Dee fought for her own life, she took on another fight as well, to help poor women have the same chance for a cure that she did. That battle was at the heart of the HBO documentary, The Education of Dee Ricks.
I felt it was my obligation to give back to those that didn't have what I had.
So, just 1 week after a double mastectomy, Dee travels 60 blocks north from her penthouse apartment to Harlem, a world away, to meet with renowned surgeon Dr. Harold Freeman.
I really was going to come and cut cancer out of Harlem, but cancer wouldn't yield to the knife. Why? Because the people were poor and uninsured and coming in too late for surgery to be the main answer.
If you see a breast cancer in a woman early, you can almost always cure it at this point.
Early breast cancer, the earliest stages of breast cancer, are curable almost to 100%. Late breast cancer, people die from it at nearly 100%.
A shocking reality brought home to Dee at their first meeting, when Dr. Freeman tells her he's struggling to raise $2.5 million or lose a vital pledge of the same amount.
I will get you your money.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to get it for you in the next couple of months, Dr. Freeman.
Oh my God.
And the fact that you have to go out there and work to raise $2.5 million is a disgrace. You'll get your $2.5 million and you're going to get a lot more.
Thank you.
So how much money have you given to all of this? Lots personally as well.
Personally, I've given a little over 7 figures.
Wow. That's putting your money where your mouth is. And you've raised?
We're coming in for all of the efforts that since being diagnosed at about $10.3 million.
$10.3 million?
The best thing that ever happened to me was cancer, because it opened up to all the suffering that's going on in this world. And I want to make a difference.
Something else important happened up in Harlem, an otherwise unlikely friendship that opened her heart and broke it.
It's a tale of two cities, in a way. What can happen to 2 different women with the same disease in the same city.
Dr. Freeman introduces Dee to his patient, Cynthia Dodson. Cynthia was diagnosed late with stage 4 breast cancer, as is so often the case when women are uninsured.
I'm supposed to die because I wasn't, born with a silver spoon. I'm supposed to die. You have to come in with the attitude that, okay, I have cancer, but I'm not trying to die.
Out of her own pocket, Dee paid for Cynthia's care, but it was too late. The disease that brought them together ultimately separated them. Cynthia died at age 44.
It's not acceptable that women die of breast cancer or because they're poor and because they're uninsured. We can fix that, America. Dee Ricks is here.
2 years after the HBO documentary aired, Dee and Dr. Freeman are here in Harlem doing just that.
2 years later, you two are still together.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I think we're going to be together for the rest of our lives.
Today, they're at an organization called Strive, which aims to put folks in the neighborhood back to work.
You're also giving back and you're saving lives.
Dee has raised an additional $2 million to train people like these to become patient navigators. That's something Dr. Freeman pioneered more than 20 years ago.
You really started the first effective national Navigator system.
We held national hearings in 1989 when I was president of the Cancer Society, and we saw that this was a universal problem. Poor people meet barriers when they try to get into and through this very complex healthcare system. So we invented this thing called patient navigation, and it began to work. We changed the 5-year survival rate in Harlem from breast cancer from 39% to 70% by 2 interventions, screening and patient navigation.
Dee Dee knows firsthand the difference a navigator can make. When her friend and makeup artist Valdez was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, Dee Dee stepped right in.
Yes, she did. She made a huge difference. The doctor wanted to put me on a drug, a brand new drug, and it was not approved yet. The insurance denied it.
How expensive was the drug?
About $6,000
per treatment.
Yeah.
Valdez ended up getting the medication.
But Dee Dee, you can't do this for everybody, even though I know you wish you could. So really, the navigators become a whole lot of Dee Dees. I mean, it makes your hands go a lot further, and Dr. Freeman's too.
Like here at Harlem Hospital.
Miss Santana?
Sheila Santana believes she wouldn't have had the strength to get through the system without her patient navigator, Patricia Montanez.
They have a lot, enough, if you ask me, to deal with just knowing that they have cancer. I make all their appointments. I make sure that the results are coming in on time.
Without her, I don't think I would have been able to make it as far as I've come. And now I'm cancer-free, so that makes it even better.
Over the next 3 years, we will train over 5,000 people with the skills necessary to be a navigator, and a third of whom must be unemployed. So not only are we saving lives, but we're putting our country back to work.
And just this spring, Dee Dee went through another life-changing event with Dr. Freeman at her side.
You've gotten married, Dee Dee, in the last 2 years.
I was very honored that Dr. Freeman gave me away.
I've never given anyone away before. And so, and to give her away was a real honor for me.
But it was Dee Dee's youngest son, Jordan, who reminded them just what Dr. Freeman had done for their family.
He realized that Dr. Freeman had saved me emotionally and mentally and given me a purpose in life.